Gegard Mousasi versus Rory MacDonald Superfight in Bellator. What's up? I'm Dan from Oregon. This is the Truth in MMA every morning, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. Let's look into it.
It shouldn't be such a big deal. History, science, education, energy, everything has always been controlled by the government since day one. CIA!
Look at the time.
You figure it out. You try to figure it out.
No, it
No,
seems like
because when
people
they
would.
look into it, it's common sense. When you look into it,
What's up? So, breaking news happened right after the show yesterday. Ariel Helwani tweets out via ESPN, the new news source. Mousasi versus Rory MacDonald is rumored on that San Jose September 29th Bellator card. The official press conference has not happened yet. I, for one, am super stoked for this fight. Bellator has been needing something that can get the fans interested. And I'll tell you what, this right here, this is a fight that can get people interested. You're talking about Mousasi, the gentleman that would be fighting for a title shot right now in the UFC. He got swooped up by Bellator. He went over and beat the bigger dude and Rafael Carvalho, and then won a split decision, I think, versus Alexander Shelminko, in a close fight where he got his eye closed almost instantly. So, what up, Steve Sparks? Mousasi got a little bit of a taste of what it's like to be Michael Bisping in the ring. And he's taken on Rory MacDonald. Rory MacDonald, the dude who went over there, beat Andrei Koreshkov after taking massive leg kicks, huge damage to the leg, but man, after what happened to him in that Robbie Lawler fight where he had taken so much damage and just couldn't take it, had to quit in the fifth, you could tell that Rory MacDonald's psychopath ass was not going to quit in this one. He ends up beating Andrei Koreshkov, and now it looks like we're going to have a super fight. I love this. I'm not like Luke Thomas, who's given this only a 6 out of 10 because of the size difference. What the fuck? Talking about his whole excuse is size difference? We're watching Cyborg take on all these people. Do we not remember Pride, the early UFCs, any of that shit? He's out here talking about size difference? Size difference? What the hell? Does Rory have any previous fights at middleweight? Great question. I believe the answer is no. But when it comes to Rory, he seems like a pretty big 170er. So he's going to come in just at his natural weight, not having to cut any weight. So he'll have that advantage over Mousasi. Man, I love both of these guys, though. It's hard to pick against either of them. I'm going to wait until the fight gets closer, until I actually start giving you a pick. But what do you guys think of that? Bellator finally coming through with a super fight that is not old guys. Are you for it? Against it? What say you? On to the next, though. This topic is just slightly old, but definitely thought it should get some love. So let's give this a read. This is via Brett Okamoto at ESPN, courtesy of them. David Branch says Jacare Souza is babysitting his rank by not accepting a fight offer in Brazil. Damn, he wanted to go to Brazil to get him. Souza's manager response says Jacare has always taken fights against lower-ranked opponents, but is willing to wait for a better offer this time. What the fuck? All right. Jacare, you just got your fucking ass beat by Kelvin Gastelum, if I'm correct. Yeah? Okay. Take a fucking fight. Who else is doing this? Usman. Usman thinks he deserves a title shot off of a Damian Maia win on 2 weeks' notice. Fucking Usman and now Jacare off of a loss. He wants a fucking higher ranked opponent. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Is he trying to get that Yoel rematch? He wants Yoel number 2, trying to see if Yoel is going to be staying in the middleweight division or if he's going to be moving on to light heavyweight. Only time will tell, but David Branch, holy shit, this guy will take on anybody. He took on Luke Rockhold, coming right into the UFC. Got mounted, had to tap via strikes. Was scheduled to fight Yoel Romero in Orlando right before Roel got pulled into the title shot. And now he wants Jacare. This guy is not trying to get any easy opponents. I'm all for that. Steve in the chat, Souza should want the home game layup win. Swiffen up Souza. Yeah, man. What the hell else are they going to take to Brazil? That's a great question. I hear the economy's down. Cyborg can't even get flights out. But what the hell is going on? We need some big fights. And if you don't fucking take them, you might get fucking... Dana White might just cut the axe, man. But there's lots of people out there that would sure want to pick them up. So I hope David gets a fight coming up soon. And now, why don't we move into the PFL 2 Chicago recap? And now I'm going to try and put these clips up here, see if they're going to play. And starting off with Dan. What was his nickname? He's got a pretty cool nickname. Is it the Dragon Spawn? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Let's go big. Let's see if this works. This was one of the very first Facebook prelims. Footage courtesy of Sports and PFL. Oh, a lot of lag and loading, but you get the gist. This mofo here, the guy he was taking on was a Russian that was like 17-1, hadn't fought in like 10 years. Somehow PFL convinces him to come out of retirement, though. And this Daniel Spang guy, who's won 8 out of his last 9, I believe a tough contestant, Bellator alum, won 8 out of his last 9, though. Fought last season on Dana White's Contender Series. So Dan Spang, keep an eye on that guy. I'm not sure how good these gifts are going to do here. But check this out. Moving on, we've got Rashid Yusupov versus Rakeem Cleveland. And what seems to have happened is a shoulder strike a la what John Jones likes to do. Broke this gentleman's jaw. Boom! Right there. And Rashid Yusupov was a hell of a contender. This guy was coming over, I believe, 9-0 from M1 Global. Definite prospect coming out of Russia. And Rakeem Cleveland breaks his jaw. Dude tries to call timeout in the middle of the fight. Ref didn't allow it. He tried that twice. Anyhow, he can't continue into the 3rd round, so Cleveland walks away with 4 points, even though he got the 2nd round finish. PFL, we got something to talk about with end of the 2nd round only getting 4 points opposed to 5. That's horseshit in my mind. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Rakeem was a solid pick by yours truly. Took that Dagestani's. Oh, yeah, man. That ain't an easy thing. Fucking take a undefeated record off of one of these fucking Dagestanis. But let's move on this card. I don't got no clips here, just a headline. Thiago Tavares will appeal the bizarre TKO loss at PFL 2. And yes, he better. This mofo got kicked in the dick. Probably the hardest we've ever seen, right, Steve? And they fucking gave him a Basically, they should have just qualified the other guy, and he should have won, moved on with the points. But no, they said fucking you can't continue via fucking dick kick after we give you 5 minutes and you're in serious pain. Dude stood up and had to go back over the cage and fall down. Shit was nuts. I don't know what's going on here with Thiago Tavares, but this Watley guy ends up moving on. Watley's doing, I see interviews with Watley and all this nonsense. I don't want to hear a goddamn word from this guy unless he's saying I'm sorry for fucking winning via dick kick. That's all. If he says that, then we can move on. Until then, let's move on with PFL card. All right. Vinny Magalhaes, who I had seen lose to David Branch over at World Series of Fighting, sinks in a rear naked choke and taps Jamie Abdullah. Abdullah was the was he an Aussie? This is courtesy of Grabaka Hitman Kaposa. Thank you so much for the clips. I wonder why it always does this buffering thing. Look at him though. On his back, the hook's in. Just seamless transitions. Gets right underneath the neck there. Oh, and Keith Peterson. There was a lot of late stoppages. A lot of late stoppages lately for a lot of people. I'm not sure what the hell is going on. Oh, but Vinny just had him. Tried to work his way out. Vinny does the Michael Jordan celebration. Get the tongues out. Vinny Magalhaes comes away with the victory at light heavyweight. This one's via Kyle Johnson. It's a new follow for me. Maldonado Baldo. Babo. I don't fucking know how to pronounce that. He says, merging from a year-and-a-half retirement and a commentary gig on tonight's prelims, Sean O'Connell blasts off Roddy Marks in the first round after suffering a one-sided first round. So fucking Sean O.C. got beat the hell up real quick in the first. Marks launches a flying knee and then gets hit with a left hook by O'Connell, who finishes up with some ground and pound. But man, O'Connell lacking head movement and all types of fucking shit you would need to move on with this tournament. Comes away with the victory though. Shout outs to OC. You Colby Covington hating son of a bitch. He's got his own radio station and all he wants to do is hate on Colby. He's lucky he got the victory and some pretty cool tats. But you're going to need some goddamn head movement if you're going to get farther into this tournament. That's just my 2 cents though, OC. All right, and then via Kyle Johnson again on Twitter. He's blowing it up. Here's a way to play the heel. Miss weight by 7 pounds and submit your opponent without tapping him. Efrain Escanero defeats Jason Hyatt via second-round guillotine, despite Rex Highwalker never asking out. So he didn't actually tap. This rep fucking sucks. And I believe he appealed it. This has already been appealed with the Illinois State Athletic Commission, and they denied it. They stuck with this bullshit here. So, oh man, I don't know how it's going to go for Thiago Tavares. That one, Thiago, he might actually have a chance, but bunch of fucking bullshit. Made it pretty exciting, though, as you're watching. So I can't complain there. On to the next highlight. We got Zombie Prophet, Gifts by ZP. Give him a follow on Twitter. High is pissed as fuck. So this was the reaction by High once he left the cage. Oh, is this fucker going to actually load? All right, let's do a refresh. So he storms out of here. Someone had posted, like when your mom tells you your friends can't stay the night. You fucking irate. potentially ruin his chance at $1 million. So I don't know what kind of repercussions the Illinois State Athletic Commission is going to have. But man, they really did a number, didn't they? Thursday was not a A+ night for Illinois Athletic Commission. That's for goddamn sure. On with the card, though. Probably the people's main event, I would say. Kayla Harrison, the two-time judo gold winner, wins via armbar. Who saw that coming? Successfully wins via first-round armbar on Brittany Elkin. Some 3 and 4 can that they brought over. Got Mike Brown. She's trained at AT&T there in the corner. So Kayla Harrison, 155-pound woman's fighter. What up, Stewie? It's kind of nice to see that. We'll see what she can do. Man, if she can kind of storm right through all the opponents they got over there in World Series of Fighting, I would love to see a her versus Cyborg fight or her versus Gabby Garcia over in Risen. Which one are you guys more excited for? Kayla and Risen versus Gabby or versus Chris Cyborg wherever? Let me know. Nice win via her, though, and probably the people's main event for a lot of folks. And then I believe on to the co-main event now. Again, Kyle Johnson, powerful on Twitter, very powerful. One of World Series of Fighting's great action heroes, Brian Foster, puts Ramsey Nijem away with a flying knee and punches in round 3. Boasting 14 KOs, 13 submissions. He has gone to the scorecards just once in 38-fight career. Wow! And man, that flying knee was pretty goddamn exciting. He hit him with it. He was relentless on the ground. Keith Peterson had to come in and stop the fight. A definite exciting finish to the co-main event, which was lacking a little bit of excitement up until then. But finally, we get to move on to... Oh shit, this one's a little bit out of order. Will Brooks, your main event, ended up coming away with the victory in a decision win. Not very exciting. But Will Brooks, way to bounce back out of your losses in the UFC, get a victory. You need to work on something besides your jab, though. Maybe throw more leg kicks. That's, I believe, what Kenshiro had to say. Anyhow, former champions from different divisions and promotions, one-time Bellator middleweight champ Brandon Halsley tops World Series of Fighting Samalino Rama, reversing multiple knockdowns with brutal mat control. Bull opened a fight-ending cut with the below ground and pound. And my God, this was the fight of the night. This was 2 rounds of action. If you missed this one, go back and watch this fight. It was back and forth. Guys getting full mounted. I thought Rama was done. I said he's going to be done within 2 minutes. He comes back, full mounts Brandon Halsley. Brandon Halsley completely gasses out. And that was just the first round. It goes to the second. At the end of the second, you think the fight's over, and you realize we got a whole nother round left. But right here, he opened up a massive cut right in the eyebrow on Rama, and this fight had to be ended, had to be stopped. But holy smokes, we got a rematch in the making already. This was definite fight of the year for PFL, I'm going to say. Steve Sparks agrees. Awesome 10 minutes of mayhem here. And that's going to be it for your... So there's my 50 G's, baby. If we're giving away bonuses, stoppage bonuses to everybody, and 1 extra point to everyone who finished the fight at the end of the second and never got that extra point. That's fucking bullshit. That's going to do it for the PFL 2 preview, though. Let's move on to Sub-Zero MMA. See what the latest and greatest rumors are. And you won't believe this one, man. This one came out of nowhere for me. According to PVT, I don't know what that is, some Brazilian site. Lyoto Machida is in talks with Bellator. Did you guys know that Machida was at the end of his contract when he was fighting fucking Vitor or whatever? I had no idea. Or was it Machida and Anders was his last fight? I'm not exactly sure. But Machida, potentially a free agent right now. And that would be a big signing for any of those promotions. Bellator, I guess there's not 185. He could do the 205 PFL stand-in. Shit, dude broke his jaw. Yusupov, he's probably out. He's probably out of the tourney. What if Lyoto steps in right there and goes and tries to win the tourney? Who knows? You're talking about Machida, though. This guy's got a name. This guy's going to get picked up by PFL, Bellator, Risen, ACB. One of these promotions will get him. ACB would be great. They've been going to Brazil a lot. Bellator, says Kenshiro. So we'll see what the hell happens, man. And did Machida got called out for being a greased up 13-year-old little girl by Jacare Mousasi. I would love to see that fight, that rematch come to fruition. You know, Bellator kind of allows them to get away with some of that shit. So we'll have to see what happens there. All right, and this was a funny little one I thought I would show everybody. This shit was fucking crazy. Oh, it's not going to load, huh? Let's see if you can get this on the screen for you all. Here we go. You guys got to see this. Kaboom! That's a Rubbermaid fucking table, dude. That ain't wooden. That's a fucking broken back. If I've ever seen one. Go check out MMA_relevant or Barstool Sports has that posted somewhere too. If you can't get a very good view of what's going on right now. Boom! Like, I'm so drunk, I'll break you through this table. That girl got a... Ah! I hope they called an ambulance for that girl, dude. That was fucking nuts. I couldn't believe it when I saw that shit. Yeah, dude, you could fucking let this thing sit outside in the sun for like 15 years before it's going to melt off all the resins and oils to where it's going to snap in half like you would want it to. Holy shit. That hurt, man, when I watched that. I think that hurt everyone's back watching that. Cowboy Cerrone, I will never miss any one of this guy's fights. Jingling Lee, this mofo who's out eye gouging folks, he'll be on the card. Pedro, the Aussie, is taking on OSP. And then Jessie Clark, or Rose Clark, whatever her name is, she's taking on Jessica Evil, Crooked of One Eye. And I think I'm pulling for Jessie in that one. Gonna be a stacked night of fights. And by night, I mean crazy effing early in the morning. We will be doing UFC Singapore Fight Pass and Chill starting at 1:30 a.m. Pacific Time, 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure to tune in for that. If you guys have any topics you would like me to hit on, give me a follow on Twitter. Dan from Oregon. Send it to me. DM it to me. Tag me in it. Send me an email at truthinmma@gmail.com. Whatever the fuck. I haven't checked it, but maybe I'll get up in there. Or leave me a comment in the comment section down below. And I'll get your topic on the stream next time. Catch me almost every day. 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Come and join in the MMA chat and hopefully some laughs. Until next time, which is in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. Back to you guys. Back to you sickos. I'm out of here.